Okay, welcome to the second day of BIZMAS. So in this video, we're going to talk about some goals I set for 2022, what worked, what didn't work, and how I'm gonna go about 2023. I have my laptop here with me, and so I'm gonna be looking down a little bit, just looking at my goals dashboard. And just by looking at it right now, I know exactly why I didn't hit some of them. They were not really goals, it's more of a wants list. They are not specific, and I was familiar with the SMART concept already, so no excuses here. I basically just threw numbers around without thinking things through or having an action plan. And I'm gonna go over some examples here, gonna share some of my goals just for you to see what I'm talking about. I had 4 categories: personal, financial, business, and social media. So just to give an example, financial, I wanted to hit a certain amount of dollars in revenue this year. I had a pretty good year. I didn't hit this goal, but just saying I want to hit X amount, it's not really a goal, right? Because I don't know what I have to do to achieve it. I should have created kind of an action plan, really, how much money do I have to make each month, and how do I recover if I don't have a good month, how to know if I'm on track, and things like that. So it's an achievable number, but at the same time was at least I think it's 30% higher than last year, and I did well this year. I think I did at least 20% more than last year. I have to kind of check my financial spreadsheet. But just looking at a big number like that, it's kind of okay, it's kind of scary. And so I should have broken it down. I had 2 more financial goals here. One of them I did hit. It was just about investments. And then there are some goals here that they didn't really make sense. And I think I just wanted to, the dashboard to look nice, because it's a really nice Notion template that I created, if I do say so myself. But for example, my personal, one of my personal goals that I didn't hit, obviously, I wanted to read 24 books. I swear to God, everybody has this books goal on their list. And I'm not gonna do that for 2023. And for many reasons. And one of them being I want to read because I want to read, not because I need to reach a goal. And if I have to read the same book twice, because I like to take notes and I like to actually learn something from it, this is kind of pointless. I don't know. Past Mayara was just kind of, I don't know what she was thinking when she created this. There were 2 goals here that they were directly related to my financial goals. One was to pay for my Invisalign in full, one time, because I would get a discount, and Invisaligns are really expensive. So I'm really happy that I did that. I wanted to visit New York in February for my birthday. Again, I don't know how, if this is really goal material, but I had to make a certain amount of money in January for that trip to happen. So I'm really glad that I managed to check this off my list, because it means that I had a good month in January. And just because New York was a dream of mine, my entire life I dreamed of going there, and it was everything I expected it to be. So I'm really happy about it. And then there are 2 other goals that they are kind of lame. So yeah, and then I had 2 more categories here, business and social media, but we're not gonna go into that because we're gonna talk about a big part of my personality now, which is that I change my mind quite often. And that's not good for business, right? Because you have to have a strategy and a plan and follow through with things. And I have a really hard time with that. I also change my mind a lot because of imposter syndrome. I think every creative has gone through that. And there's this other big thing that I have been working on, that is just knowing where I want to be in the long term. I never really sat down and planned, okay, in 3 years I want my life to look like this, and in 5 years like this, and in 10 years I want it to look like this, and I want to have this. Like I want to have bought my first house by then. So I never really thought it through, you know, like I just kind of lived day by day, which is also not true because I have terrible anxiety and I never live in the present. But we're not going to turn this into a therapy session. But yeah, I feel like just being scared of looking at my life like that, you know, just making these long-term goals, like setting these long-term goals is a big part of why I haven't really managed to hit certain goals and why I change my mind all the time, because I don't really know where I want to be. So I've been working on that. I've been like this year I worked a lot on myself, and I feel like I have a clearer vision for my business, for what my personal and life looks like, you know, should look like, and what I need to view as a person, who I want to be as a person. There's also a return of Saturn happening next year for me, so that should be interesting. And I'm gonna get into something even heavier now, but I don't want this video to feel heavy. So we're gonna talk about this some other time more in depth. But my entire life I struggled a lot with depression and anxiety, like actually diagnosed and not just self-diagnosed. And I'm not making excuses for myself here, but I feel like we don't talk about it enough, like how hard it is to run a business when you just want to spend a whole week in bed in your pajamas, like not change at all. And like I said, I don't want this to get heavy, but we're gonna talk about this at some point because I want to like be open about these things. Like I know so many people that go through it and we just don't talk about it. So there's that too. Like I said, not making excuses here, but it's hard running a business when you have these ups and downs. And I feel like I'm in a very good place now. So we're gonna talk about what I did manage to do. And these are not like related to the goals I just said, but just basically I found work-life balance this year. You know, I lived more mindfully. Earlier this year, I was taking on clients like, okay, let's do this. I can do it, and I couldn't do it. And by the time summer came, I was burning out. So, you know, I fired clients. I changed my routine. I started taking better care of myself. So the second semester was much better. And now, like since October, November, like this is my favorite time of year to work. I feel really productive during winter. So, you know, I feel very positive things. And hiring a team member was a big part of this work-life balance. I was always afraid of delegating tasks. But it's not just about delegating tasks. Like when you have somebody that's working with you, like it's not just a freelancer for a project or something. It feels great to like hop on a call and talk about the plans for the future, you know, and to ask for their opinion. It just feels really great to have somebody to talk to, like work related, of course, but still, I feel like as freelancers, you know, when we are just freelancing, working from home, we don't get to interact with people and we live in this bubble. So having someone like an actual member of the company to talk to and discuss projects, it feels so great. So I managed to like check off those financial goals that I mentioned, like that were related to New York and paying for my Invisalign and also my investment. So those are fine, you know, but I'm gonna do better for 2023 because I am going to approach it in a very different way. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the 12-week year. I have posted about it on Instagram, and it's basically, you know, like 12 weeks for you to complete a couple of goals, and they are gonna bring you closer to like a larger goal. And the way I do it, it's like very simple. I set 3 goals for myself, and then you kind of break that goal down in weeks. So let's say I want to launch a course in 12 weeks. What do I have to do on a weekly basis? How does each week look like? So I've been doing that. Like, I'm just about to conclude my first 12-week year, and it's been going so well for me, and I feel like I finally found what works for my personality type, I guess. Highly recommend this book. I'm gonna maybe leave a link down below that talks about it, because I'm not that great at explaining, like summarizing books and movies. So, but yeah, basically you do that. You set a goal to reach in 12 weeks. And of course, always trying to think that that's gonna bring you closer to a larger goal. So I'll probably stick to that. And I will also leave a link to a YouTube video by Montel B. She was the one that kind of introduced me to the 12-week year concept, and she has a Notion template that's amazing. It's the one that I've been using to set my goals, and I'm really excited. Like I said, I finally feel like this is the right rhythm for me, and I'm finding it so easy to find time for these things as well, which is super important, because like I said, you have to have this action plan. You have to know what you have to do to reach that goal, not just throw it there on your list and forget about it. So yeah, I'm approaching 2023 a little bit different. I also have, like I said, a team member to think about now, and I want to expand the team in 2023. So it's an actual business. Like, I cannot just, change my mind whenever I feel like not doing something. So yeah, I'm growing. Like, I feel so adult right now. I hope this inspired you in some way. Like, I hope you see that we have to take this imperfect actions every now and then, and it's fine to change your mind, but at the same time, have a plan, have a strategy, and really go for it. Like, dedicate yourself to it. Don't just throw things around to make a Notion dashboard look cool, like past Mayara did. I hope you liked this video. I'm gonna share some of my goals on Instagram. My links are down below. If you liked the video, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and come back tomorrow for the third day of BIZMAS. See you!